Yo, 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 we are back. Josh and Isaac Sports Jazz. What up, what up, what up, what up? Josh,
Yo, I'm good. I'm good. Nothing
it's
much.
it's been an
Just,
interesting evening. I don't
just
know whether
waiting
you've been
for,
following. Yeah, you're
just
just
waiting
waiting
for
for
better news anytime now.
you're waiting for better news in regards to who? Sesko?
Yeah, I did have good news, but I'm waiting for better news in regards to Benjamin Sesko.
I know by the how do you pronounce that? Why is this
I
is
don't
it
know how
the
they pronounce the name, but I see a lot of I don't know what to call them. There are a lot of things on the S,
yeah.
and
You know
from where
those
he,
funny symbols. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and from where he comes from, the first time I ever heard his name was Benjamin Sesko. So I
Well,
wouldn't go with the Sesko.
interesting times. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh and Isaac, we are back. Yes, and of course, we're here to talk about Man United. We're here to talk about the transfer news and everything. But before we proceed, United are actively pursuing Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko, 22-year-old. Of course, he's a Slovenian. And yeah, they're trying to bolster their attack before the summer transfer window closes. And it closes on 1st September. Well, this kid has been on United's radar, Josh, for I think now 3, 4 years, because interest started way back then in 2022 when he was still at Salzburg. But now that he's at
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Leipzig, the same thing is still ongoing, Josh. They've reignited the interest, but it's not going to be an easy one because, from what I understand, it's a tug of war between Newcastle United and Manchester United. Newcastle is ready to launch a bid from, according to reports, they are rating a bid of around 62 million pounds, and I understand Leipzig values the player around to 80 million euros or close to 70 million pounds. Now, I don't know how good Man United is when it comes to the wallet because I know they are struggling, but maybe the good thing is, even without European football, Benjamin Sesko or Sechko, has, depending on how you want to pronounce it, it seems or looks like he's more interested and favors a move to Manchester United than Newcastle. Please do subscribe, guys. Let's get into the comment section. Let's have some fun. This is where I bring in Josh. Josh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
some people have taken it. I don't know. They're not really so excited about the news. Others are excited about the news. Are you excited? Are you one of those that are not excited?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. No, I'm one of those that are excited about the news of signing Benjamin Sesko because when you see the talent of the player, he might not be hitting the numbers that the rest of the players on the market are hitting, and you would wish to actually maybe give him a little more. You would wish to give him a little more money and stuff like that for a guy who is scoring a bit of more goals. But Benjamin Sesko is a guy who is quality. He's a guy who can score. He's a guy who has a knack for putting the ball in the back of the net. He can shoot. He can head the ball. He can. He has some precision on him. He's composed. He's calm. He can do so many things on the ball in front of the goal. Unlike Rasmus Hojlund, I know I'm comparing him with a guy I shouldn't be comparing him with,
yeah, I
but
know it's the
that's
same
the
age
player that
bracket.
we
Yeah,
have at
you have to
United.
compare.
Yeah, he's the guy we have at United, and he's the guy he's replacing. So for me, to buy a player like Benjamin Sesko, who is going to who is 22 years old, and he's going to be at the club for say 5 years on the first contract that he signs,
It's
sounds
long
much
term.
better. Sounds much better than signing a player like Oli Watkins, who is going to give us 2 years, and by the third year he's leaving the club and we will be nowhere because United is not winning the title next season. You would buy a player like Oli Watkins if he was going to change the fortunes of the club in the short time that you need a Robin van Persie, and with him you can actually change your odds and maybe win the Champions League. But Benjamin Sesko is just good enough to get us in the Champions League places, and if you have the player like that in the period that you're struggling, it means by the end of 2 years, the guy has gotten the Premier League experience and he has grown in stature to be able to command a winning performance in the 2028 season when Manchester United is poised to win the league. So I
Don't
mean,
say it.
for me, Benjamin Sesko is the guy that I would take at this moment.
So you're going with Omar Berada's promise. 2028 is when Man United is going
Yeah,
to be
yeah, 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 yeah.
fully
Because
pumped.
because I take it very seriously. I see the things that are happening at the
Yeah.
club, and at least, I mean, without looking at what the rest of the people are doing, we are doing as much to make sure that it's a reality that you can actually achieve something in 2028. And
Well,
for me, it is not lost on Omar Berada or Ruben Amorim to bring in a player like Seshko, who is 22 years old, for the same amount of money that you would have bought Oli Watkins. Yes, we shall get Oli Watkins. He will give us so many goals. Maybe he will give us even 20 goals this season. But what's
yeah.
the best that we can achieve? Champions League place. And the same can be achieved with Benjamin Sesko, even if he gave us 15 goals or 10 goals.
Well, once
And
again,
he's
guys, please do
growing at the
subscribe.
club by the
Subscribe,
day.
turn on the notifications. Yeah, Josh, he scored 21 goals in 45 appearances for Leipzig last season. Of course, right now it looks like Amarim has his eyes on him, and he's a prime candidate to address United's current issues, number nine striking issues. You've talked about Rasmus Hojlund's struggles. Actually, there could be also a departure. I see him departing maybe on loan. If Sesko comes, I don't know. I feel like he might leave on loan, well, the club has already signed Matthias Cunha. They've signed Mbomo for a combined 130 million pounds, Josh, and the only piece that is missing right now is a proper striker. As I've said earlier, he's valued around 60 to 70 million pounds, Josh. And again, the other advantage is there's a familiar face right now in rather to Benjamin Sesko from the United Recruitment Department, and that is Christopher Vivel, who previously worked with him at Leeds. Was it Salzburg?
Yeah.
No. It was, I think, Leipzig.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Leipzig. Yeah, and it looks like he's a key asset in all this. He's one of, I mean, he's the one in the mid of everything when it comes to the negotiations. You know, the
You
relationship
know,
that they had. I understand they have a very good relationship, and well, it looks like something good is rather something good might turn out. And
why
I
I
mean,
think
at least we are edging Newcastle when it comes to that, because they're
no,
also
everything is in
they're not
no,
playing,
everything
Josh.
is in Benjamin Sesko's corner, and
Mm,
for me, I do think the only reason that Manchester United is coming all guns blazing for Benjamin Sesko is because they've sold the project to him, and he
mm,
seems to have accepted and admired the project that is at Manchester United and the things that are happening. That he does think that in the near future. This is a better option for him than playing at Newcastle.
it's like,
He's not guaranteed Champions League football for the next
yeah.
season. He might be guaranteed this season, but it's
For
just
a
not for
minute,
long.
for a minute, I thought you were, breakdancing while you're speaking. Then I realized you're just
Oh, I
taking
can
off.
do that. I can
Yeah,
do that. But
you're taking off your
on
jacket.
another day, on another day, when United finishes above us, no, you just remind me. I'll break dance all day.
Yo, Egolu, what up, what up? It's the first time I've seen you, brother Julius. Please do subscribe. He says, but do you think Sesko can play for United next season? Well, it depends. If Christopher Vivel is really serious, if Omar Berada, everyone at the board is really serious, and they want a proper striker, they want United to compete very well next season, they have to go in for, I mean, they just have
Believe
to
you
bring a
me,
striker.
after seeing the performance that we did have v West Ham, I think they looked back and they're like, by the way, we're only missing a guy who can score the goals. I mean,
Mm,
for a minute, I did think that even if they signed Chiza Joshua Itazi as the striker at Manchester United, he would do a much better job than Rasmus Hojlund. So, I mean,
mm,
with Bruno Mbuemo and Cunha and Amad Diallo and all these new players, and they do appear a lot more comfortable than they did last season. They were a bit timid and they were unaware of the things they had to do on the pitch. Even if they did get the instructions and they were willing to do them, they were a bit cautious about doing them, losing games and stuff like that. But this is a clean slate. It's a new season. They feel much more comfortable doing the things that they have to do. And yeah, baby steps. I know that it will be difficult. They'll have to work so hard to achieve performances like the one they did last time out. but I do think that any guy who has goal scoring instinct has a better chance scoring goals for Man United than Rasmus Hojlund.
Well, by the way, Josh, you'll be surprised. Not all or not everyone is convinced that Sesko is the right fit.
Yeah, because
Ferdinand advised.
they want him to have scored 80 goals a
Wait,
season
wait.
before coming
Rio
to
Ferdinand
United.
has advised against signing Sesko. In other words, he advised that United should prioritize an EPL experienced striker like Oli Watkins, and he's arguing that Sesko's numbers don't really put up so well compared to Villa's, and also considering that Watkins is EPL proven, he's scoring goals every season, more than 15 goals a season, and yet Sesko doesn't do that in a league, so he thinks there could be a bit of struggling and adaptation on Sesko's side. So he's saying United should go around and nurture Chido Obi Martin, but in the meantime, get Oli Watkins from Villa to Manchester United. Now, for me, I
Yeah,
don't think that is
that
bad.
works too.
I don't
That
think that
that
is bad
might work
exactly.
too.
But the money that Villa is has slapped the price
Exactly.
tag is
So
ridiculous for
if
29
you're
year
paying
old.
60 million for Oli Watkins and you can pay 60 million for Benjamin Sesko, you're going to pay 60
Mm,
million for Benjamin Sesko. I mean, there's a resale value on the player that you will have bought. Man United is not winning the league next season, even if Oli Watkins scores 20 goals. I mean, I just don't see why you pay 60 million for Oli Watkins, but that can work too because we do have Chido Obi and he's a proper striker. So if you paid less for Oli Watkins or got him on loan, even a 2-year loan deal would work.
okay.
And you don't pay for him, so you nurture Chido Obi and you hope that he works for you. But for me, I believe even if United has Benjamin Sesko and they have Chido Obi and they're both ready to go, both can play, both can alternate, and the best one takes the day.
Once again, please do subscribe, guys. Subscribe, get into the comment section. Let's have some fun. Please air out your views, write your views. Tell us what you think about Benjamin Sesko. Is he the right fit for Man United? Is he the right guy? Is he the one who's going to take us to the promised land? Of course, not winning the EPL right away, because United's main target right now is to get back into the top 6 at least. I'm not going to say top 4 because that's really a stretch compared to what I'm not even going to call them opponents, just because it's unfair right now to compare ourselves to Arsenal, Chelsea, City, or even Liverpool. Because those guys are really doing so well. As you said last time, currently, until we play next season, as things stand now, our competitors the likes of Newcastle. I actually think even Newcastle is doing way better than us.
Aston
But the
Villa,
likes of Aston
Newcastle.
Villa,
No, Newcastle, Aston
Crystal
Villa, the
Palace,
ones
and
that
all that
finished
above
below
us.
fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
below
So,
fourth, below
but
fourth, and in the top 10.
but we pray that that changes, Josh. We pray that that changes because we don't want to
No,
see
it
that
it will change.
happening
It will change. I believe it will change next
with the right
season.
recruitment. With the
No,
right
this is
recruitment.
yeah, but still, even if I told you, even if you had Josh leading the line for Manchester United, he has
Mm.
better legs than Rasmus Hojlund.
Well, the next 24 hours are going to be crucial, Josh, for Benjamin Sesko. It's going to really turn up so fast because I know Newcastle is pushing so hard, while United is also advancing on the player side. And again, the good news is about all this. It looks like the player favors a move to Man United than to
I don't
Newcastle
think
that do
so.
have European
I don't think
football. No,
so.
news coming in is he favors a move to Man United. Why are you being optimistic, Josh? Yeah. Sorry, your mic is off.
Pessimistic. I'm pessimistic because I
What do you
mean,
mean
Newcastle United is paying the money, and if they offer, say, 65 million pounds, 70 million pounds in United, for Benjamin Sesko, there is a gentleman's agreement that
Okay.
if a club comes and wants Benjamin Sesko at this point, all his
Yeah.
representatives have to do is go and inform the club that there is someone with a proper interest in his
Yeah.
signature, his services. So at that point, they will allow him to go for 60 million pounds, 60 million euros. Okay.
Yeah.
But The starting bid of Newcastle seems to be rumored at 62 million euros, and they are willing to go as far as 70 million euros.
Mm.
United is not willing to do that, in spite of everything that is happening. Even if the player wants to come to the club, they're not willing to go for that kind of money. If anything, they would even want to include the add-ons in the 60 million euro deal. So,
Well,
I mean, to say this quick that he favors a move to United, it's quite difficult.
no, I think it does, Josh. I mean, we already have an upper hand. We've told you, Christopher Vivel, they have a very great relationship. Forget about the news and all that. It's confirmed they really have a great relationship. And if it's the case, then that means we are going to do well. I mean, everything is going to be good on our side. And that is going to help us with the negotiations as well. So let's wait and see how things turn out. But again, I think it will be a great, great deal for Man United to make sure they sign a striker because, boy, oh boy, with how Rasmus Hojlund is playing, with how he has a control touch of, I call it the Lukaku touch. The brother controls, it's like Lukaku. Every time he's controlling the ball, it gives me flashbacks of Lukaku. We all know he was very poor when it comes to controlling that thing, I mean, the ball, the football. So with Sesko coming in, I think he's not yet that. I mean, I'm not going to say he's that already striker that is going to hit the ground running right away, but I say he's a better player than what we have currently. And I
But you
know.
saw what Lukaku used to do. Lukaku realized early on that he had a heavy touch and he had to
Mm,
improve his heavy touch if he was to make a lot of money from football. So what does he do? I mean, he found ways to better the rest of his game that it became irrelevant that he had a heavy touch. I mean, he knows how to use his body very well. He has a bit of a pace. He's quick. So I mean, even when he has the heavy touch, he can recover in real time to make sure he gets a number on the defender. But
something that Rasmus Hojlund.
Rasmus Hoyland, you can say he's fast, but he's not quick. I mean, his
Yeah, he's
brain
fast.
is
By the way,
slow.
he has the pace. He can
Yeah,
run,
but his brain
but
is slow. He's not quick at making
he
decisions.
freezes every time he's next to the goal. Every time he's next to the net, I don't know what he sees. It's like he sees a lion right in front of him. And when I say lion, I mean the keeper, bro. It's either going over the bar, it's either going on the sides. Minimum, it's going to be the best he can do is hit a post. But if he's coming and it's a tap in, he's going to arrive a few seconds late or a few seconds later when the ball has already passed. So it's been like that with him last season. He did try in his first season under Eric Ten Hag. He scored around 15, 16 goals all around all competition. But last season was bad. And we cannot rely on Rasmus Hojlund alone. You know, the same way I'll talk about the likes of Onana in the goal, because if you have a problem in the goal and you also have a problem the other side, I mean the number 9 who's supposed to get you goals, then it's a problem. It's a huge problem, you know. So yeah, United should do how rather whatever it takes to get us a striker. I'm happy whether it's Oli Watkins, whether it's Benjamin Sesko. Let's wait and see who, or rather how it's going to turn up. But all I can say is they really need a striker. Scoring ability is less than 10%. I think it's less than 5%. I'm telling you. But he's very good at running. He knows how to run. He has the pace, you know. He can run so fast.
For a striker, running is not your best attribute. Your football
Finishing.
IQ should be your football
Mm.
IQ is your best asset. So I mean, you must be quick in your decision making. I mean,
Uh,
the things that you must do in the box to make
mm.
sure that you always have an upper hand in situations. It's a very compact area. It's a tight place. The chances don't come often. You can spend the whole game without touches on the ball, and you just have 10 touches, five touches on the ball in the whole
Mm.
game. But you must be ready. You must be ready.
Well, Josh, do you think, I have to ask this, do you think, okay, we've talked about how we need a striker. We've talked about how Hoyland is not really cutting it. Now, I asked this, but we didn't get, I want to be direct. Do you think Benjamin Sesko is the right man and is going to fit into Amarim's system? Do you think he's going to rather to adapt so fast? Is he going? Is he the one that we are looking for? I mean, is he going to hit the ground running right away, or you think it's going to take him some time to adjust in the Premier League? Because we've seen
No,
this happen with very
that
many
is
people.
difficult. No, that is difficult to say whether he would adapt immediately, because players are different. Characteristics of players are different. You can see that the younger players all over Europe have gotten a way to learn English, to learn these other languages when they intend to go at certain places in a certain period of time. I mean, you can see Trent did get to learn Spanish, and he speaks Spanish like it's his first language. I mean, the players who have actually taken an extra step to do these things, even if they're playing elsewhere. But the thing though is, whether he is going to adapt quickly or not, even Oli Watkins might fail to adapt to the magnanimity of the club that Manchester United is. I mean, yes, he's coming from Aston Villa. You have all this crap of Premier League proven and stuff, but he might just come to Man United and it's too big a club for him. I mean, Harry Maguire was a proven Premier League proven, like you like to say, but he's shit, and he has always been shit while at United. So I mean, at that point, you realize that United has a problem. I mean,
Yeah, I can say
wow,
that.
United is killing players, but I mean, Maguire was Premier League proven. No one says that
Senfuka,
he was.
what up, Senfuka, Olivici. Shout out to you. Please do subscribe, Senfuka, subscribe. Um, he says, I think Sesko can work for Man United. Josh, you agree?
Yeah, I agree with him because of the ability of the player, the things that he can do on the ball. I mean, he still needs to be coached and stuff like that, but at least you're not coaching a guy with a heavy touch. You're not coaching a guy. You're not coaching a guy with learning how to score. You're coaching Rasmus Hojlund how to keep calm in the box. You're coaching him how to score. I mean, you can't just blast the ball the way he blasted that ball on the post.
There's another
That
one
is
that
not
he
a
kicks
striker.
way above into the skies. I mean, and he
You
does
rather
that. It's not the first time he's doing that. He keeps doing that. And
pick
I
a
don't know. I
sport,
don't know.
be
Mm,
precise,
mm.
go for
And
precision.
well, well, I think anyway, anything we have, anything that comes, anyone that comes in and is better than Rasmus Hoyland, I'm good to go. And again, about Sesko being 22-year-old, of course, we know he possesses a unique combination just of physicality, or rather, he's physical, he's technical, he's tactical. He has all the qualities that anyone would need to cut it. And I think he's a very promising forward. And if he comes to Amorim and is doing everything right, he comes, I mean, he fits into his system, very obedient and wanting to learn. I think he's going to kill it. He's going to kill it whether we like it or not. He has to do way, way, way better. So let's wait and see how things turn out. But as things stand, it's a 50-50. I'm not going to say United has an edge because Newcastle is really pushing hard. They want
I
to
know,
pay.
and they have the
And
money,
I know
man.
financially they have the money. They're so good. They're
They
so
have the money.
prepared.
They're willing to. It's for United
Mm,
to get hold of Benjamin Sesko, and for
mm.
me to be excited about signing Benjamin Sesko. It's all going to come down to the player. The player has chosen Manchester United and stuff like that, because that's the only way it can be on. Because Newcastle United might just be willing to pay cash for all the money, because they know they're going to
One-time
let go.
payment.
Yeah,
Anything to,
because
to get Leipzig excited, and you know how cash does
exactly.
that, guys. If they are paying everything one time, I think it's going to be a problem. And Josh, going into the qualities, when I say physical qualities, he's tall. Josh, he stands around 6'5". That's really tall. Um, he has the height, area dominance, Josh. I mean, he's a towering frame that makes him a formidable in the air, just when it comes to headers, heading goals into winning the ball from the opponent, scoring goals using his head, winning duels. I think he's just right there. He's ready to dominate EPL defenders, because we know EPL has very, very clubs like Newcastle, clubs like Villa, clubs like Crystal Palace, clubs like Nottingham Forest. They have very, very huge defenders, very big defenders. Nottingham Forest. So if you bring a player like Benjamin Sesko, who's also a bit of a bully in terms of physicality, he's tall, he has the muscles, he can run. I think that is really good. That works out so well for us. And also, by the way, Josh is also fast. He has that speed, despite his size, he's exceptionally quick, Josh, with a top speed of around 35.69 kilometers in the Bundesliga. He was ranked 26th last season. So, his ability to reach such levels, Josh, make him a dangerous threat behind defenses. So, I'm happy with him if he comes to Man United. I believe he's going to turn around things, not completely, but he's going to really help a lot. He's clinical in his finishing. So, why wouldn't he do wonders at Man United? I just can't wait. I hope that comes through, rather than gambling and crying every day with who? With Rasmus Hojlund, because Rasmus Hojlund has been a headache. But compared to the clinical finishing that Sesko has, he's prolific when it comes to goal scoring. He's performing. He performs so. He would be a better upgrade than what we have. The striking ability. He's powerful. He has very powerful shots. He can score from a distance with both feet. By the way, Josh, and he can score right outside the box, inside the box. I think the dribbling, the flair. He's everything that Rasmus Hojlund is not, and it will be a huge win for Manchester United if we get Benjamin Sesko. I don't know.
Yeah. He's a proper footballer. Benjamin Sesko is physical. He's built for the league. He has flight. This guy has flight on him. He can really jump high, and his aerial ability is up there, and he has a high ceiling. He's just 22 years old, but I like the fact that this guy has played for over 4 seasons at the top level.
Yeah.
Yes, he might not have hit the numbers that the likes of Haaland and Gyökeres are hitting, but still, he's 22 years old. Players can mature late, but he has everything for you to work with to turn him into a proper striker. And for me, I believe, like I told you earlier, when you bring a player who's 22 years old, even if you do have Chido who is 18 and is on the fringes of maybe getting into the team,
yeah,
you believe that this player in 2 years is going to benefit Manchester United. I just don't believe that Manchester United would be willing to pay 90 million euros for Benjamin Sesko when we just invested 72 million euros in trash. So we shall be very cautious on that front. But if he comes down to 60 million euros, I think United can be able to do the deal, and his ability is up there.
Just to be precise, what do you mean trash? You mean Rasmus Hojlund?
I don't know who was part of the money laundering that got Rasmus Hojlund to Manchester United, but we would never have been scouting a player like Manchester United, because I think the scouts spent the night in a hotel and they never really got to watch Rasmus Hojlund play football. And
how many did we have before Ineos took over? How many scouts?
200 useless scouts.
What?
Louis van Gaal said in 2015 that there are 200 useless scouts at Man United. So he didn't even know exactly what their roles were, but they were there at the club. And I think the time they did sign Rasmus Hojlund, someone was sleeping on the job. They did go and have a decent vacation in Italy. They were in Bergamo doing other things other than looking for a player that United wanted, because if you looked at Rasmus Hojlund, unless you were in need of a left back or something, a player who uses his left leg, I don't think you would be buying a striker who netted only 9 to 11 goals in Atalanta, and you bring him to the league.
Bro,
And
that
for,
was
yes,
crazy.
and for me, I think the real problem was his ability. It's not about the goals that he had scored for, because being a young kid, you would think that United has invested in a young kid. They hope that he will be the player that they want him to be. But when you look at the quality of the player, that scout must have watched highlights.
I get. And by the way, he's very versatile, Josh. You know, I mean, while being a primary striker, Sesko can play alongside another forward or drift into wide areas to attack half spaces, Josh. You know, and this has been, I mean, it's part of the experiment. It's what's happening at Leipzig. He plays in a two striking system or striker system. Sorry, and I mean that highlights his adaptability, you know, making him suitable for various tactical setups. Now I say tactical setups because we know Amorim likes tinkering around. You know, you can see he's playing a 3-4-2-1, and that is completely something different. In fact, today I watched an interview of Manuel Ugarte saying it was a bit difficult, you know, changing the manager. A new one comes in with a completely different mindset in terms of formation and everything, so it took them some time. He also says maybe it's one of the reasons as to why he struggled last season, but he's adapting so well, and he was promising to do better this season. But going back to Sesko, he's also good just when it comes to counter attacks. From what I understand, his pace and directness, I mean, all that make him ideal in transitions. Josh, you
And
know,
he has a
thriving in
proper
a league like
dribble, not
Bundesliga.
he has a
Sorry.
proper dribble, not that he has a proper dribble, not that accidental back flick
Mm,
of that accidental side flick of Rasmus Hojlund when he runs with the ball and he side flicks it
yeah.
into this side to change pace. I mean, this guy has proper dribbling skills.
Let's wait and see how things turn around, or rather how things turn up. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh Senfuka is saying something. He's saying, can we get Baleba? Everyone is
Yeah,
talking about that
the
guy.
story of Carlos Onwa Baleba will not go away, but I think elaborately discussed the Cameroonian, and I think Senfoka Karish or Koraish, I would like to ask you, would you be okay with Man United selling Kobe Mainu this season? Because if you're talking about bringing in Carlos Baleba in a season that we are only going to be competing domestically, then one of the midfielders has to go. And for me, I think that midfielder to leave would be Kobe Mainu. One, Kobe Mainu would have he would have suitors, and the other thing is he's a homegrown player who would get Man United quite some bit of money. But then again, you have not really given Kobe Mainu a chance in the presence of the new manager whether he can fit, and he's a top talent. So why not buy Carlos Baleba and you give Kobe Mainu a chance? Because if you do buy Carlos Baleba, then Kobe Mainu is leaving the club. The system that we are playing with only two midfielders can only accommodate Bruno Fernandes and another midfielder. And for me, I believe it is Manu Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes. But with Kobe Mainu present, it means that he can come in. He can come in for one of those players every now and then. Now, when you bring Carlos Baleba, he's for sure not going to be playing for Man United, because then the pecking order will be Manu Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes, Carlos Baleba, and it will never be Kobe Maino. He will be fourth
But
in the pecking
why do you
order.
think people are talking about Carlos Baleba? That shows he's a very good player, Josh.
Yeah,
Everyone, I
no,
think
he's a good player.
everyone on
He's
our
not a
stream,
good
someone comes
CDM.
out saying, you know,
He's a
different
good
people come out saying, we
he's a
get
good
Carlos
player. He's a
Baleba.
good player because we've been linked to him.
And
And we
come
are
on,
all,
we link to players who are shit. Baleba is not.
yeah, but most of them, they come on the media, exacerbates the importance of those players. For me, I think that the Man United fans and media outlets have actually exacerbated the not really exacerbating, but they've made more than the importance of Carlos Baleba is to this Man United side. I don't think Carlos Baleba is important to this Man United side, because we do have Bruno Fernandes. If we didn't have Bruno Fernandes, then you would be buying Carlos Baleba. But Carlos Baleba is a central midfielder. You cannot say that he's as good as Moses Caicedo. You cannot say that he's as good as Rodri. You cannot say that he's as good as
Tonali, Sandro.
Declan Rice. Yeah,
Oh, you give Declan. It's rare. It's once in a blue moon to see you giving Declan Rice his flowers. That's good.
No, no, I do give Declan Rice his flowers. I like
Barely,
the player.
barely,
I like the player
barely.
when he was at West Ham. I mean, I actually thought the player was going to choose Manchester United at that time. Arsenal was never in the picture. They just ran into a bit of money, and all of a sudden they said Manchester United likes this player. Maybe he's good enough. So they went for the player. But the thing though is, for me, I see Carlos Baleba as Enzo Fernandez. You cannot even say Carlos Baleba is Amadou Onana. I mean,
Once
he's
again,
Enzo
guys,
Fernandez. He's a very good player, but in the setup that we have at United, he's not the right fit.
please do subscribe, guys. Please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, get into the comment section. Let's have some fun. Tell us what you think about United reactivating or rekindling efforts to sign Benjamin Sesko in competition with Newcastle, who have a better financial muscle as it stands. Because I mean, United needs a nine, and I understand Amarim is a bit frustrated that United currently, okay, in other words, he doesn't have his man, he doesn't have a striker, and he wants to sort out this before the preseason ends. Josh, we have around, I think, 2 more games left with Villa and no, is it Villa? I think it's Villa and Bournemouth. No, Everton, sorry, and Bournemouth. So it's in the preseason. So I mean, it would be a bit worrying for us to finish all those games, or I mean, come back to Carrington, and we do not have a striker, because it's going to be really, really worrying, and I hope that is done earlier. Well, still looking at Sesko. We were saying earlier on, me and Josh, that he has he's very good, you know, when it comes to when it comes to technique and everything. I mean, his package, he's a full package, you know. Him coming to Man United, his qualities, you know, the work rate, you know. I mean, he continues to Sesko contributes very good, high, by the way, when it comes to high pressing system. Now, Amarim's system is that kind of system because it presses really so high. He likes playing so high the pitch, and although his defensive contributions are weaker, he's willing to engage in off-ball duties as well. So, I mean, you know, just like a modern striker, because those are some of the demands for a modern striker nowadays. So his work ethic, the attitude, I mean, he's described as a born winner, as a sports addict at Leipzig, even back then by his coaches when he was still a kid. His willingness to travel long distances for training back then as a youth, all that. I mean, if you read about Benjamin Sesko, you're going to know that he's that kind of player that Man United, or would help Man United very, very much. Now, I saw comparisons of Haaland and Ibrahimovic. I don't think that is fair, guys. I think it's still too early. I don't think that is fair. I mean, while he has been always compared to the likes of Erling Haaland, due to, of course, they shared duties. When was it? I think it was. I think due to their shared Salzburg roots, you know, and you know, the physical profiles. To me, I think Sesko is a bit. I mean, his style is a bit distinct. I mean, blending in Haaland scoring goal, a bit of Ibrahimovic's flair, you know, the enjoyment on the pitch. And I think he's a great guy, and he's trained. He's not trying to copy anyone. He's trying to do his own thing, you know. And I think the only thing I would be worried about is passing and link up play. He's still lacking in that area. He needs to grow, because I've watched a few games. But overall, I think he's a very good player, and he would do us so good, because last season he scored 14 goals and provided 2 assists in 17 starts in the Bundesliga, you know. But only in the Bundesliga, but all around there were 21 goals, not 21 goals, you know. And that is, sorry, 2023-24. 2024-25 season started strongly with a back-to-back brace against, was it Augsburg and Juventus in UCL? I'm not so sure. I mean, bringing his Bundesliga tally to 27 goals by June. So he's a player that is very good. International-wise, he has a good record. He has 16 goals in 41 caps for Slovenia. So, I mean, he's a very good player, man. I cannot wait to have him if he comes through.
And there's a thing about players from Eastern Europe. These especially strikers. You can look at a player like Lewandowski. You can
Mm-hmm.
say that Benjamin Sesko playing in the Bundesliga has not netted a lot of goals for him to be someone to look at. But if you look at the ability of the player, you actually get confident that this guy can actually do it. It's maybe that the situation at RB Leipzig never gave him the chance to score just as many, because you actually see even where RB Leipzig finishes in the league.
Mm.
Yeah, but I do believe that he has the ability to, at 22 years old, the ability he has is good enough to be transformed into a top player.
I'm also not worried. I know some people are concerned, but it's good to be concerned. It's good to be concerned because just the Premier League is a bit of a bully. People really
Yeah,
struggle,
but
you
Ollie
know.
Watkins, you imagine Ollie Watkins shows up and is a shot.
Mm.
Oh my God, that's even worse. As in, like you're just paying money or pension, and I'm tired of these pension-seeking players at United. I'm tired of them. We've had way too many pension collectors, so I just don't want another guy to come to the club. And you hope
Look,
that he's
but
at
Josh, Ollie
least
Watkins is not a pension. I mean, if we get him for the right deal, if
is a
he's going to come on a loan, Josh, or if he's going to come on a price not more than 25 million pounds, okay, 30, if we were to stretch it, he's going to give it just 2 full seasons, good seasons. In the
he
meantime,
can't
you'll be
come at
preparing to
30.
get another striker.
He
Oh,
can't
sorry.
come at 30. He can't
Yeah,
come at
that
30.
I know that is because Villa doesn't want to sell. But if you could come at that price, and I mean, considering again, the experience, and he's done good numbers in the last 3 seasons for Aston Villa in the Premier League. I mean, scoring 15
What
goals
happened to
consecutively is
Aston
not bad.
Villa? Why did he fall off?
What do you mean? Where did he fall off?
I mean, at a certain point last season, it was John Duran, then Marcus Rashford.
Ah,
What
yeah,
happened
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what
I'm not
happened?
so sure, but Durand left in January, right, to Saudi.
Yeah. Then
I'm
it
not so
was
sure, by
Marcus
the way.
Rashford.
I'm not so sure why. I don't.
Because
Rather, I'm not so
Duran
sure
used
what
to come off
happened.
the bench. He used to come off the bench for quite some time, but all of a sudden it became him. And
I'm not so sure what happened. Hi, Captain. Hello, Captain La Capitano. Please do subscribe, La Capitano. Subscribe, turn on the notifications. Say what you want to say. United are in for Benjamin Sesko, guys. Very good news. And he's asking Sesko or Watkins, Josh. But this is a tricky question when you're answering it. I think it's a
I know,
two-way. It's a two-way thing
I know.
because
By the way, I would be comfortable with any of them.
no,
Yeah.
depending, not just. I think you're being direct. You need to.
No,
Will
at
would
this
you be
point,
comfortable with 60 million pounds for Watkins? That's what I'm
no,
saying
I
because I
buy
know you would not.
I pay, then I pay the 60 for Sesko, but I'm also not comfortable with paying 90 million euros for Sesko.
Yeah, I'm also not comfortable with that. I understand.
Yeah.
Roma
But if I'm
is
paying
those
60,
guys. Leipzig. Mm.
yeah,
Leipzig
like
are
I
willing to
told you,
let him go, Josh,
there's a
for
gentleman's
maximum
agreement
70.
between
Mm.
Sesko and his representatives to let him go for 60 million pounds and not the 70 million euros to the 80 million euro mark that was intended.
Well, let's wait and see. A lot of people are vowing for Sesko. I have War. Shout out to
Ufilme.
you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Please, guys, get into the comment section. Uh, please do subscribe, guys. Subscribe, everyone that is joining. It's the first time seeing you guys. Welcome to the stream. This is Sports Jazz. Let's have some fun in the comment section. Well, he's saying Sesko is good. Sesko is better than um. Anyway, yeah, she's debatable.
Yeah, but Captain, you see the thing though, Sesko, to be a United player for 10 years, you don't me I wouldn't
It's
sign a
long
player
term.
because I wouldn't sign a player because I think he will be a Man United player for longer. I would just
Mm.
go for the quality of the player, because when you go for the quality of the player, then maybe you're going to benefit from the player. But if you shit like Rasmus Hojlund is, then even if you're 20 years old, you're not going to be at the club for more than 2 years.
I agree. And some people have been asking why United after Sesko. I mean, uh, but I mean, you have to understand,
We need a
guys.
striker, and he's the
We
one
need a
on the
striker.
market.
We need a striker, and to me, Sesko is a blend of physical dominance, Josh, we've talked about this, the technical finesse, the tactical versatility, which also makes him a rare unicorn of a striker, Josh. And because at least I understand, I've seen him play, Josh. His ability to score from various situations, combined with his pace and aerial prowess, Josh. I mean, it aligns with the qualities of a modern day, or rather, a modern today striker. So I think it's a collective thing. It's a collective, a lot of things that come with Sesko as a full package compared to other strikers,
You know,
Josh.
you know
And
what is
it
really
wouldn't be bad.
funny?
He's dynamic.
What is really funny is all these fans, all these English fans were willing to take a gamble on a player like Dilap, Liam Dilap,
Oh my
but
God, I've
they are
forgotten about.
cutting the line at
Mm,
Benjamin Sesko. He's not all this. He's not all this at the Premier League proven and not. But the shot that Dilap is was going to be won after 2 years at the club.
mm-hmm,
I mean, we were going to wait for Liam Delap to mature and become that player. And
mm,
Liam Delap has not had the experience that Benjamin Sesko has. He has all the quality, and I was willing to take the gamble on the player because of the quality of the player, but not because he was ready to actually come and make a big impact at Manchester United, maybe scoring 20 goals a season. I was just willing because of the quality of the guy that this is a guy actually who can get double figures this season. And so is Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko has all the quality to do exactly that. So I don't know why you draw the line at Benjamin Sesko and you are willing to give Liam Delap a chance. Maybe you can say Liam Delap cost only 30 million
that
euros
means,
or
yeah,
30
that
million
explains.
pounds.
But that is also because Ipswich was relegated. I can assure you, if it wasn't relegated, because that was part of the what of the. There's a clause. I think there was a clause somewhere in his contract. I don't understand. But I also think it comes with all teams. If you're being relegated, I mean, you cannot stand. You cannot start demanding for
I
lots of
agree
money.
with Captain there.
He says Sesko is just 21 years, world class upside, and Watkins is 29. Sesko, anyway, he's already 20 years old. Watkins 29, 29 already, and already at his peak. He's actually making 30 in December.
Yeah.
Watkins. Captain says Rasmus is not shit because he did not have service. And now Cunha and Mbwema will help him if rather with Sesko. If we say no, guys, I do not agree with
No,
this.
no,
I've seen
no.
a few people say, Captain, allow me to disagree with you here, because we
No,
watched
yeah.
you watched the Leeds game. I know it's just preseason. You watched which other game? This one that we just played,
West Ham.
West Ham. If you watch that game, the first 70 minutes, because both Cunha, Fernandez, Amad Diallo, Rasmus Hojlund were on the pitch, bro. I don't think he does enough. If he does enough, then I think he's unlucky. That's all I can say, because there
He's
was
not
chances
unlucky.
that he wasted, open chances, open clear chances last season,
He's just not
that
a
any other
striker.
striker, that Chido
He's just
Obi
not a
would
striker.
have converted right away,
Yeah.
And I think it needs time. Maybe he does
He
so well.
doesn't
He
need
should maybe
time.
go
He
back
needs to
in
leave
Italy.
United.
He
He
needs to
needs
go
to
back
leave
maybe to
United.
Serie
That's
A.
what he needs. I
You
see
know,
you struggling to look for what he needs. He just needs to go to another club.
Captain is saying Liam Delap has wasted his career. Why? Because they've signed João Pedro and they have Nicolas
No, as
Jackson.
in going to Chelsea, you may never
Yeah,
know
that's what
what
I'm saying.
happens. Yeah.
Because they have Nicolas Jackson.
So he's down the
They have João
pecking.
Pedro.
He's down the
Yeah,
pecking order. He's
he's
third in
not
the
going to be
pecking order.
starting.
But I know the
Mm.
English media will push him to actually play ahead of Yao Pedro. Of course,
No,
Maresca
he will
will
not.
not allow, but they will.
He will not.
They will at least push him to play ahead of Nicolas Jackson.
There is no way Maresca is going to allow. By the way, Maresca is also stubborn, Josh. He's a very stubborn manager.
He's
He doesn't take
Italian, bro.
bullshit.
He's
He
Italian.
doesn't. He doesn't take in bullshit. So, fans and the media, the journalists that do think they are going to go over there and try to frustrate him, well, they're in for a challenge. You remember when he was, excuse me, trimming his squad last season? There was a lot of talk. Raheem Sterling, ABCD, or Raheem Sterling. This is it. The likes of very many players. I'm forgetting players. He told them, look,
Disasi.
we have over 40 players. I just need 20, 21 players. If any of the players or rather, if any of the player or anyone of among the 40 is not in this squad of the 20 man list, look for something better to do. Raheem Sterling went on social media through, I don't know, his agents, but they blasted Enzo Maresca, and looks like he was vindicated. I mean, look at him. He went to Arsenal. He barely played. He was shit even the
Yeah.
few minutes he got. Right now, he's struggling. They're trying to applaud him, and I think he's also going to move on again. Captain says Liam should come to United because he would have started. By the way, I think it would have been a great. I know he's right now regretting.
He
You
would be
know,
starting every week.
he would
Every
he
week.
would have done
And
better.
that
I
was
agree.
his goal. That was his goal. He wanted to play at the World Cup. And to play
By
at
the
the
way,
World Cup, you have to
oh,
be
by the
playing.
way,
Yeah.
he
He
must
was
be
pushing to be called.
regretting.
So he did say that he needed a team playing in the Champions League so he can be called for the World Cup. You don't
Exactly.
need
I
a team
remember that
playing in the
one.
Champions League. You need a team that plays you every week, even if it's in the Championship.
For as long as you get game time, you get better, you score goals. Thomas Tuchel is going to notice you and he's going to call you. But I mean, with where he is right now, he's going to be he's going to struggle. But he must be regretting. Please, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, Josh and Isaac. We have Albert Ewa, what up, Albert? Please do subscribe, Albert. Albert says a good move for United is to sign Sesko. I actually think it will be a great move if we get him. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but we're on a budget, we're on a limited budget. But even with the 100 that rather that is rumored to have been the transfer kit for Man United this season, without even selling strikers, um, I mean, we're still closing deals. For as long as Leipzig agree to take installments, I'm telling you, we have Benjamin Sesko. He's going in the bag.
Yeah.
Because we told you guys last time, out of 100 million pounds, United has so far spent 37 or close to 37.5 on two prolific EPL forwards. Mbuemo, they paid, of course, we know it's 65 plus the 6
35
add-ons,
goals between them.
but they paid only 17, no, actually 16.25
14.
million pounds.
14.
Really?
14.25.
Then you come to not 16. I thought it was 16, Josh. I think it's 16.
14.25. Okay.
Then they went to Matthias Cunha, who's 62.5 million pounds, and United paid 20.5 up front. Now that is 37. That is very good business. Now, if we can get the lad, the 22-year-old Slovenian, to join Man United, and they agree to take installments, bro, that is 60 something, and you have very, very good players. The next thing to do is to get Lamens from Royal Antwerp, come to Man United, and rival Onana, and that's it. And we are game in.
Yeah. No, Onana should rival Lamens.
I remember I was excited for Liam Delap, but he picked Chelsea for Champions League football. He does not have the right to say, I want Champions League football. He was relegated with Ipswich. I get, by the way. Captain, that is
Albert
that is savage.
Subscribe, bro.
Yeah. Simon, it's been a while, Simon Jones. It's been a while. What up,
Simon John, what up? You actually really remind me of Simon Jordan.
Oh, by the way, Simon John. And Jordan,
yeah.
The one of Talk Sport, right?
Yeah, what up, bro?
Please do subscribe, guys. Subscribe, turn on the notifications. Manchester United in for Sesko.
Senfuka never really answered me. I asked him if he was willing to let Kobe Mainu go. Simon John, are you willing to let Kobe Mainu leave the club for Carlos Baleba?
Majority of Man United fans are going to say yes, Josh. Baleba is a very good player.
They would say no at the option of leaving out Kobe Mainu. They would say no. I don't think they'll say yes.
Seriously, so you'll be surprised. People are going to pick Baleba over him.
No. Guys in the comment section, help me here. Would you sell Kobe Mainu for Carlos Baleba?
Kobe Mainu for Carlos Baleba. Sesko and Watkins. What do you think, guys? Please get in the comment section. Albert, yeah, Albert, this is a very good suggestion, but oh, sorry, I clicked on Raphael. Raphael, what up, Raphael, guys? Please do subscribe, turn on the notification. It says, I like your happiness, guys. Hope Sesko signs, though not an easy challenge with Newcastle. I know Newcastle are in a better position when it comes to finances, and they are ready to cash in with just a one-time payment, whether it's cash, whether it's check, they are ready to break. So that's very good stuff. Yeah, back to Albert. Albert was saying, Harvey, yes, by the way, Josh, very many people are talking about this Valencia midfielder. Yeah, it looks like they want him again. I think that stunt of not renewing or rejecting the what the new Valencia contract to renew. I think it's just a flex to get a bigger contract, a bumper contract from Valencia. That's why there are rumors of him being linked to Manchester
with all the links of Javi Huera to Man United, none of them has come from the club. They're on one end. They're only on Javi Huera's camp, as in Manchester United has not really said a lot about that situation.
Yep. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notification. Let me check here something. He cannot go. I don't know who he meant. Oh, Kobe. Kobe. I think.
Yeah, Olobi.
Shout out to you, Olobi. Shout out to you. Please do subscribe. Captain goes on to say, "Am I the only one?" But Garnacho was better in the Ten Hag era. Now I think you're not wrong to say that. Garnacho is still a good player. It's just the manners, it's just the behaviors. It's Josh. He's still a good player.
Bang average.
It's just that the manners are really not good. So, and he has to change on that. If you, Amarim said if there are no suitors, if whoever comes in for those players, don't present the amount of money that Omar Berada wants, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. But yeah, to me, I don't know, just thinks otherwise. I still think there's a very good player in there in Garnacho, but he's a silly brother agent.
And win the Ballon d'Or elsewhere.
His silly brother agent and his manners as well, the way he conducts himself, is going to cause him problems. So it's not a good thing. Kobe is not going anywhere. That's Albert. Albert says Kobe is not going anywhere.
Captain told you
insists we should first sign Sesko I think for us to go in for players like Baleba. Then Lamens, the keeper. I'll take. He needs to come, bro. Onana is a liability, pure liability, not good stuff. Garnacho should not be sold. That is, you see, Josh,
should be sold. Garnacho should be sold and actually escorted from the club. They should give him an escort.
Well, let's wait and see how things turn out.
Josh, I know the only thing is like Saka is that agriculture bit of just running through walls.
But you wait. You have a Diallo.
Yeah, I don't need
Diallo by the captain. You have a Diallo. If you're bringing in terms of Amad Diallo is our star boy.
Amad Diallo is not a guy who runs into walls.
By the way,
that guy is always running through dark alleys and stuff like that.
Garnacho wasted a lot of chances last season. A lot of chances. He was a bit also selfish, because I remember at one point, whoever was in front, whether it was Rasmus Hojlund or it was Bruno, whoever was ready to score, he had to first waste around 10 chances for him to pass the ball. It wasn't really nice. Simon says, no, I really like his performance last match. Well, let's wait and see. Guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh and Isaac.
Simon says about Kobe Mino.
Yeah. So he's saying no,
yeah.
He liked his performance.
Kobe Mino is good.
Garnacho is our star boy. He should be a wing back. I think that was tried. He was tried as a wing back and it failed horribly.
That guy.
Look, me personally, I like him, but
he's run through dark alleys. He has a better chance winning.
Simon says he's a very good and potential player. I think we have to give him 2 more games and prove his talent. I think he's talking about Kobe Mino still. He's talking about Kobe
Yeah,
Mino, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken. Tinsu, good to see you. What up,
Should
what up,
give
what
him
up,
all
Tinsu? What
season.
up, Tinsu? He says, how are you, Josh? And bro, I'm glad
What
today
up,
because
bro? What up,
Benjamin
bro?
Sesko to Man United. Here we go soon. Bro, that here we go almost broke me. I think Fabrizio Romano did around 5 year. Here we go soon. Here we go soon. We had to wait
I
for
know.
45 days, you know. But I
Yeah,
hope you're right,
Manchester
Tinsu.
United.
I hope you're
Manchester
right.
United has gotten whatever Fabrizio Romano to coin another say another here we go soon. He
We
had
go
it to add
soon.
a
I
word.
know.
Yeah, because
You know
Manchester
that
United
is
was
all
not
because
cutting this shit.
that was all
So
because
now
of
now he
Mbumo's
has become
transfer.
yeah, he has no even Matias Cunha. Matias
You know,
Cunha
it was
was
also the
already
same story.
yeah, it was the same story. I mean, it was here we go for a long time because we were
Mm,
negotiating how we pay the installment.
yeah.
Everyone knew it was a public secret that Matias Cunha was going to Manchester United. However, there was no
Mm.
here we go.
I get. Let's wait and see anyway, Josh, how things turn out. I really hope we get Cisco. I mean, I want to see him. You know, I want to see the Man United striking line producing and delivering. I'm tired of Rasmus Hojlund.
It's gonna
Uh,
produce. I mean, Benjamin Sesko. I told you, man. Even if you it were me on the leading the line, I would do a much
mm.
better job than Rasmus
By the way,
Hojlund.
how do you compare Cisco to other top strikers? You know, the likes of Haaland, the likes of Mbappe. Of course, I know those are all
He's
proper,
not there
but
yet. He's not
but
there
I'm
yet.
saying Victor Osimhen, Harry Kane. You know,
He's not there yet. I mean,
he still
he's
has a
not
lot
in
of work
that
to do.
category. He's not in that
Yeah.
category. Yeah,
In
he's
terms
not
of
in
what,
that
Josh?
category yet.
Physicality wise, I think maybe he's there.
Not
Physicality wise, but
physicality, not physicality, but hitting those numbers. You see,
agreed.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes a striker can be wooden, but
Mm,
if he hits the numbers, then he has left your competition. He's no longer
yeah.
your competition. Chris Wood at the time cannot be his competition because he has hit the numbers. I mean, he's doing things differently, but he's
Mm.
a better player. I mean, he has the quality, he has everything going right for him, but he's not yet at that level.
Well, who? He's asking something, Captain. Am I the only one? But Bruno is too controlling. By the fans have issues with Bruno Fernandez, but majority have. But this guy keeps delivering. This guy saved us last season. If it wasn't for Bruno's, goals, goals and involvement altogether for Man United last season, it were 38. I mean, by that involvement, I mean assists as well, goals and assists, everything. 38 goal involvement, bro. That's a huge number to pull up. So I know I also have issues with Bruno Fernandez sometimes, especially when we are losing, we are on the losing side, the frustration he puts up. But for as long as he delivers, sometimes I leave all that. You would compare
I
him to
actually,
strikers, to
I
players
actually
who
told
score
you,
goals but have very bad attitude.
Captain. For me, the problem with Bruno Fernandez is not that he's controlling, because that would be good on the team. Because the more that you talk, the more you speak on the team, the more you keep the shape. Especially
Mm,
when you have only two midfielders, you need to communicate and talk to each other so that you keep a right shape. Actually, even Manu Ugarte talked about it, that the manager asked him to communicate more, because with only two, you need to talk to people like Matias Cunha and Bruno Fernandes playing in the 10. You need to talk to the wing backs, and you need to talk to the back three. You need to always keep the shape, and you should be that guy who communicates very well. The problem that I do have with him is he loses his mind, and tries to do other people's jobs. He doesn't really uh, uh, um, trust the people around him to do their jobs. So he does their jobs, and he ends up looking bad in certain spells of the game, because his place is open. You can actually see the guy is working hard. He's chasing a player, but he's a guy who chases all lost causes and stuff like that. So I mean, you change the shape of the team. For instance, the team we played against West Ham, Amad Diallo as a right wing back did not enjoy a lot of the game, because the right inside 10, who was Bruno
mm.
Fernandes, always vacated the place and received the ball from other places of the pitch. So he ended up playing it on the left hand side. He didn't receive the place in the position that he was supposed to be in performing the role that he was supposed to perform, so he can let in Amad Diallo every now and then. But other
Once
than that,
again, guys,
he's a guy who executes. He does the hard work.
please do subscribe, turn on the notification, guys. Let me see. I'm checking out something. Okay, no. Okay, let me get back. Please do subscribe, turn on the notification, guys. Uh, Captain was asking, are you from Nigeria? No. It's Uganda, next to Ethiopia. I like today's news about Benjamin Sesko, and yeah, I'm rooting for that. I'm rooting. I know it's the same energy that I have, Tinsu. It's the same energy that you're putting on right now in the comment section. Kunya Mbwemo Sesko, proper deadly trio. Problems, I'm telling you. Josh, your mic is it's going to be problems.
Captain, it's so UG. But
Yo,
Kunya Mbomo Sesko, I
mm,
mean, Bruno Fernandez at the back, that ball he threaded into Rasmus Hojlund. I think
cooking.
Benjamin Sesko hits that ball and it passes through the net. Passes through.
Captain, bro, Captain says
Thunderbolt.
if we get Sesko top four, definitely. Yo, if we have Sesko. No, I don't think. I think we still have work to do. We still
Top
have work
six,
to do.
top
But I know
six.
top six, we will be there. And it's good if we get into top six, really.
It's
At least we have
lemons.
some
It's
European
lemons.
football. Benjamin Sesko is better than any ST because of his teammate quality. Okay,
Oh
that's also
yeah,
a good
he does have
argument.
that. Yeah. He does have that.
Then were you excited for Jokeres?
But
To
a
be honest,
striker, we
yes, I was
want you to
excited.
score goals.
I was excited for Jokeres. I know Josh is going to say otherwise, but he was excited
No, I
looking at
was
that team's
excited
run.
for Jokeres. I mean, this is a guy who has played with the manager before.
Amorim.
So I mean, yeah, it's really interesting that the guy is on the verge of joining your club. So you think that the things that the manager molded him into at Sporting Lisbon are going to continue to bear fruits when he comes to Manchester United. So it won't be very difficult for him to adapt, and he will hit the ground running straight away because he knows exactly the instructions and responsibilities the manager expects of him. So for me,
Exactly.
I mean, I was excited about Victor Yokeres, but when Victor Osimhen came to the fold, I think I liked the idea of Victor Osimhen more than Victor Yokeres.
Well, there you go. Once again, please do subscribe, guys. Subscribe, Josh and Isaac. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. It's Sports Jazz. Please do subscribe.
We just having
Um, um,
fun. We don't care who sees. We just young and wild and free. United we go. Cisco, come home, boy.
it's good to sing that. It's good to sing Young, Wild, and Free after Sesko pins, the contract, his signature on the contract. Captain says we were linked to him when were you guys excited? Bro, I was very excited when we were linked to Jokeres. Back then it was Jokeres and Victor Osimhen, but Jokeres was leading the news again, as Joshua was saying, um, um because of his what? Because of his connections or relationship back then at Sporting Lisbon with Amorim. So everyone was really excited, But it seems like things turned out otherwise. Things didn't turn out so well. He's gone to the rival side, and it's scary. By the way, it's scary hours for all teams. I'm being honest, Josh. I know you don't like to say that, Josh. Before, be careful what you're going to say next. Josh, I know, but let's be honest. It's
Yeah,
scary hours for all teams that are going to be playing against Arsenal, and we play them in the opening match
against Arsenal,
against Arsenal. Our babies. They used to be our
I've
babies.
never been scared to play Arsenal. As in, these guys have been great. They've been
Uh,
on top form, and
Josh,
I mean, they've had the Berlin Chinese wall and Donald Trump's wall, but still, I was not scared to play them.
my new guy.
I mean, they
Once
did
again,
put
guys,
up
please do subscribe. Mm,
Saliba, Magales, Timba, and all those things, and all they could do is push Onana to the floor and head the ball in to win.
okay, we shall be here. We shall remind you, Josh. You're pouring water on those guys. Look, I'm just happy. I'm just happy, but I know the league is going to be really competitive next season. So that's why I'm saying I don't see those guys as our competitors because they're already there. Our competitors are still Villa, Newcastle, because that's where we finished. We're way, way, way below the likes
Yeah,
of Nottingham
yeah.
Forest. Uh, it's sad to say, but I have to say that. And by the way, again, all Man United fans should go into next season prepared mentally, because it's going to be hard. We were warned by Amarim that United is going to suffer again, and people came out swinging, gunning, complaining, journalists, media personalities, everyone, you know. So it wasn't really nice. Sinan, shout outs to you, Sinan, our
Yo,
brother. Shout outs
bro.
to you.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know at United, the problem does not even stem from from the fans. The
Mm,
problem always stems from the media personalities who come out and say that the fans are not happy with the manager. They're the
mm.
ones who start the narrative that maybe this guy should leave the club, or this guy should leave the club. But for me, I do think we need to brace for impact and get into the season ready to learn new things about the new outlook of Ruben Amorim and support him all the way.
I just can't wait. I can't wait. We are
Yeah,
going to go quickly through what Bugatti said, by the way. Sinan, I see you're still
and
talking.
I like what
Keep
captain is
talking.
saying because no, Bruno and Cunha does not work. I do not want to see it. No, 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 no. Simon John, I agree with Simon John, not captain. Sorry, I agree with both Simon John and captain in this manner.
Mm,
Simon John says, I really love Bruno Cunha switch. And captain says, no, Bruno and Cunha does not work. I do not want to see it. Imagine Bruno Fernandes playing behind Matias Cunha
okay.
and Bruno and Brian Mbumo.
Hmm.
That means the switch is not only going to be on the left, but the switch is also going to be on the right. So it
Mm,
is going to bring Amad Diallo into the fold. Bruno Fernandes is a very intelligent player, and intelligent players find themselves on the pitch easily. So right
yeah.
now he's finding Matias Cunha easily, and he enjoys to play around Matias Cunha. So even if
Mm,
he's a 10, a right inside 10, he enjoys to look for Matias Cunha and play in and around him. Now imagine he has the two of them. He can choose either side, so he can bring in Amad Diallo more into the team. Because the baddest guy on our team is Amad Diallo. The baddest guy, the baddest
you're,
homeboy
go- you're
is
going
Amad
to.
Diallo.
Anyway, this there you have Josh. Yeah, Josh has given that his opinion, and yeah, I agree with him. Tinsu says when Benjamin Sesko signed Man United, he will get delivery from different sources. I like Ugandan people because they're of their intelligence, respectful, and confidence. We are African, great, and we work hard. Yep, yep, yep. Shout out to you, Tinsu. Tinsu and I, we are neighbors, by the way.
People power, my bro. Yeah,
Sinan,
we go
oh
all the
Sinan, how
way.
many times do you have to remind me whether I watched? Of course, I watched him. Okay, he did well, but it's
Hey,
only one game. It's only one
yeah,
game.
please keep calling him. This man doesn't understand.
Bruno and Cunha, I do not want to see it, but Mbemo and Cunha, Sesko, 50 goals stop. Captain, you just don't like
Yeah, yeah,
Bruno.
yeah, yeah.
You don't like. Sinan says, check your phone. I've been calling you. But why would I respond? I know you're going to troll me about Cunha. You know, sorry
Please,
about Bugatti. Don't.
Baleba.
Then it says, and Ahmad has to be more involved. Yeah, that's true. By the way, last the game against West Ham, he wasn't more involved,
Oh
but
my
Josh, you
God!
kind of explained it.
Imagine, captain still calls Garnacho
Ahmad
our
Diallo
star
is our
boy. On
star
what
boy.
day?
He's
Ahmad
our star
Diallo,
boy.
star boy. As in the other guy of ooh, star boy.
You know, Diallo is our star boy. Before we sign out, guys, I want to put this. Fabrizio Romano, I think everyone knows him, just said this. This is Cadets of United exclusive. On X, he says on Benjamin Sesko, my understanding is that that is Newcastle and Courts, have already, or rather, yeah, spoken to the agents of the player. They presented the project. They are prepared to pay whatever it takes to get Sesko. But Man United are still in the race. They've made contact in the recent days after discussing Sesko internally, and now are working on player side to present their project to understand if financially they can make it happen. There you go, guys. Whoever was asking about Benjamin Sesko latest update, Cutters of Dance Football. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh, by the way, I must say, Okay, I'll give my take on the Ugarte thing real quick before we sign out. Um, yes, potentially, Mino is arguably maybe the perfect partner. Sorry, the perfect partner for Manuel Ugarte. If what I watched when we were playing West Ham in the preseason EPL summer series is going to be or is going to stay the same, because I mean honestly their partnership was very exciting and things were happening. So I hope to see the two again. But where does that leave other players? Like
Where does
Bruno,
that leave Bruno Fernandes? Not even
yeah,
other players.
Bruno Fernandes. I know. Where does that leave him? He made, unless we don't get a striker, then Fernandes is going to go up front. He's going to move top and be
He
one of the
can't
king.
move top. He can't move top. He won't score.
We won't score. You mean his
Yeah.
creativity and everything will be lacked in the midfield?
Yes. And he likes to play from deep. He
Anyway,
likes to
once
play from
again,
deep. He likes to
mhm.
dictate the game, not to wait for the game to come to him.
Once
That's
again,
why I tells
guys.
you even that's why I tell you even Matias Cunha is not a guy to play at the top, because he wants to bring the game to you, not for the game to come to him.
But Mbeumo would do it, right?
Yeah,
As a
maybe
nine,
in
I think.
Burmo, but even in Burmo, kind of likes the ball. He likes the ball too much, and he's a good dribbler, and he's very direct. He can bring the ball to you. But of all of them, he's the best finisher we have at the club.
Once
Calm,
again, guys, please do
collected.
subscribe, turn on the notification. Mbumo. I cannot wait to see him. I cannot wait to see him in action.
Brandon
I
Bomo.
wanted to go through the Ugarte interview, but maybe we shall do that tomorrow.
He scores
Please,
against Arsenal.
his,
Brandon Bomo.
please do subscribe. By the way, United has that tendency of players that debut. Anthony, Rashford. No, Marshall
So I
was
guess I guess there
Liverpool.
will be 3 goals.
Please do subscribe,
Sesko,
guys.
Sesko, Cunha, and Bomo.
Turn on the notifications. Thank you, everyone that was in the comment section. Sinan, shout out to your brother, Captain. Very good conversation we had. Tinsu, as always, stay blessed, brother. Then we had Simon John.
Simon
Always a
Joe,
pleasure to
man.
have you on. We had Albert. We had Raphael. We had Owalabi. Everyone was that was in the comment section. Egolu Julius, Senfuka, very many people. Anyone, if I'm forgetting the name, please do subscribe. Thank you for turning up. Let's meet tomorrow. Let's link up tomorrow. Same time. Sesko
Mizwa.
to Man
Why you
United.
follow me?
Fingers crossed. Glory, glory, Man United, Josh. I'm out.
Yeah. GGMU.
Cheers, everyone.